Welcome back everyone to Danganronpa Goodbye Despair,
Danganronpa.
episode 24. We're gonna continue the class trial of chapter 4. Last time we figured out that... No, not that one. This one. Last time we figured out that the fun house is structured differently to what we assumed. The tower is a one big building. The houses are actually on top of each other.
Hello. I hope your day
Everything's
is
a bit of a
well.
mess.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
And that was like the whole first part of the trial. Her first whole part of the trial was all just about the fun house.
Attitude and go ahead with high energy.
Nagato being a jerk as always, but he's even more of a jerk this time.
But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Neither did I, honestly. But I guess knowledge is the best power.
Let's just press on ahead. Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Apparently.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
Good point.
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
True,
There's
why
no
should we
way
trust
I'd
anything
lie
he
at
said?
such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
Now you don't want to die.
bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying.
Yeah. What happened to
He's
you?
right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but
Something's very off
I will
with Nagato.
sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
Yeah, he's being weird.
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You and your stupid hope.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake
Yeah,
of
you
hope.
tell him, Gundam.
Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
Ah.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
Yeah, poor
Just so you
Akane.
know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Oh, sweetheart.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls? Anyway, if the
Nagato's
killer
hard
used the
to
building
understand.
structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
Okay.
How they killed Nekomaru.
How did they then?
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Cause of death. Oh, he didn't get hit with the hammer or the pillar. And if the tower is actually just one big elevator. Yeah, he was... Looks like he was beaten, but he was not actually beaten. Using the building structure, he would have to have fallen. He would have fallen. Because he can't be crushed by the elevator because he was on top of it.
That's it? I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected,
Yeah, he would have
then
fallen.
the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
It would be a long
Are
drop
you saying
too.
they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That, I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
The stairs
it might
for
be
one.
possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did
Exactly.
you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the first floor, the door on the fourth floor won't open.
I know, that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect.
No, we
You
just
should
have to figure it
burn
out.
in the flames of hell.
We just have to figure it out, Gundam.
But
It's
my
not that
gut
big a
is
deal.
going crazy right now.
Kane's gut always seems to be right, so we should trust it a little more. Nekomaru died from falling. Where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? You have to figure that out, Hajime. You and me together. The ultimate team. Let's do it.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Fuyuhiko. I didn't mean to throw your own account at you. Okay, let's figure.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
That could happen, but how
Hold
would they?
on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor?
Oh,
As
the
long
good
as
night
there's
button.
a moving object inside.
But he wouldn't.
No,
They wouldn't
that's
sense
wrong.
it because of the good night button. Makes him seem like
That
he's not
sensor
there.
should only work if something is moving.
Honestly,
If
this plan would have been
Nekomaru wasn't
screwed
moving
if
inside,
the sensor
elevator sensor wouldn't have
detected weight
detected
and not movement.
Could it be his sleep mode?
Like it could just it
When
sensed
Nekomaru's
weight.
goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode.
Correct.
If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see.
Because it senses
So
heartbeats
that's
and
how-
stuff.
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it.
Oh, they used the wire
There would have
So
been
you
no
hang
drop
his
for him
body
to fall and die from. Yes.
from the doorknob, and that's why it fell off.
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest!
Oh no.
Now you're calling me a pest?
Aw. Poor Kazuichi. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. The wire! Jackie seemed to have idea, but what way could that be? Make my argument. No, yeah, it's definitely the wire.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Yep.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Yes, the arrangement.
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Nope, not the hammer, sweetheart.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
Not the pillow.
What about the oil on the floor?
No, not the oil.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
No, silence, no.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Hey, Sonia, he was actually making a good point.
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Dude. But yeah, Chucky is like,
If you
oh,
arrange it a certain
Kazuichi
way,
interrupted me, and now everyone else is interrupting
you
her.
can cause the drop within the elevator.
Because Kazuichi's like, we
So
should
you're
listen to
telling us
Yaki,
all
and then Sonia's
To
calling
think
him
about the
pest.
arrangement, right?
I can understand why
The
Sonia doesn't
arrangement
like
is-
him, but it's just funny.
The hammer is suspicious.
Look, Sonia, now you're
Isn't
interrupting
it
her.
about time we went over the pillar again?
No,
What about
Not
the
the pillar.
oil on the floor?
not the oil.
The doorknob on the floor seems
Come on.
suspicious.
Let me hit it. Yeah, Fuyuhiko.
Agree with that. Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The
Correct.
tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
It'd be easy as pie.
That's right. He was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the fourth floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor of Grape Tower. and suspended Mekamaru in midair.
Upside
That's
down.
right!
That way when
was
he
so
fell-
well hung! Kinda like...
And if he hangs upside down like that,
You
the
better
first
not
thing he's
finish
gonna
that
fall on is
sentence.
his head. If they hanged
The
him the
killer
other way
took
around,
advantage of the
it would be his
elevator's
feet,
unique feature.
and he might
Only
not
the
have
floor
died.
moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Hey, Kazuichi.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
He would have slipped off eventually.
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
Oh, his
'Cause
weight
if
would
he's
have...
suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Okay. Alright, Kazuichi.
Even if they suspended
Okay.
Nekomaru from a wall, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Oh, I'm out of cuts. I never mentioned anything about cuts before.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from, how would they make him fall?
Damn it.
There's
I
no
keep
one in the tower
overusing
to
my
push him
cuts.
off.
Why do I really have like 5?
There's no way they could do that. Even if they suspended Nekomaru from, how would they make him fall?
Damn it.
There's no one in the tower to push him off.
I think
There's
it's
no
radio
way
clock.
they could do that. Even if they suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Damn it.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that. There's no way they could do that.
Damn it.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off.
I only have a
There's
certain
no
amount
way
of
they
cuts.
could do that.
Damn it, I'm out.
I can't back down!
Oh. Go. Click. Ah, come on.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they
It's,
make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
I did it. Yes.
It doesn't mean
It's
someone
the-
had to push him off.
Radio clock alarm, right?
It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Yes.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Radio clock. Oh,
If
no,
he was
no.
sleeping,
I
there's
pressed
no
the button.
way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you... But in that case, you still won't be able to explain moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside. It's just impossible. End of story.
Damn it.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no
Have to go
way
through
they
all
could
this
do
again?
that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
Yes, Hajime, go.
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Clock
Allow
alarm
me to cut
timer.
through those words.
He got woken up by his own alarm.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
Obviously, he
What
would
are
have
you
freaked out.
saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why,
You'd freak out too.
if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Mekamaru probably did exactly that.
It's only natural. You know, when
And
Nekomaru
then,
couldn't
in
help
order to
that.
make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, The scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob,
Yeah, they're very
right?
close.
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than
Well,
expected.
yeah, he's a giant metal
which caused
robot.
the doorknob to break off.
Of course, he was
Was
a bit
that
more forceful than
unexpected for the
you
killer
thought
too?
someone would think.
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
There's no way the killer would just leave the doorknob there. Oh, right. Nekomaru, like, weakened it earlier. In, Strawberry Tower. Because we were there, and he was like, oh, look at the grape door. And I'm gonna open it. I don't know why the background's green. I'm pretty sure we went straight to Strawberry Tower.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Dude!
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
No, I believe you gave your all.
She compliments him.
Hey! Why aren't you teasing me anymore?
Dude!
This guy, he gets off on this.
Accept the
Thanks to that
compliment.
alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
He would have collided with the pillar. That's why there's oil on it.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
Yes, I
So
kinda. The
that's how
pillar.
the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
See, she's always right. Just in a
Well,
different
the
way.
pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
Still
At
happened.
this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you
Gangsta.
just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
Yeah, that's.
You didn't
that's
check
wrong.
it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
So when we found him, it was like 7
that's
o'clock.
impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
Yeah, we talked about this before. That's when we found his
There
body.
was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it
So
would
I
have been
think
before
the
the
clocks
7:30 a.m. alarm went
in the
off.
buildings were wrong.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
I feel like the
How were you
clocks are
able
wrong.
to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m.
His clock
when
is
you went
impossible
to
to
the
get
tower
wrong.
at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Look at this one. We'll get there. I mean, that's iconic. What am I talking about? Let me make sure to understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. I can't check up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. Truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
I think it's probably going to be wall clock,
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
because that's the only thing that's wrong.
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
I think it's the wall clocks.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No, correct, incorrect.
That's gotta be it!
No, I think it's a Kane statement. Alright.
We headed for Grape Tower.
Oh, no, radio clock.
Before
That'd
7
be what it
a.m.,
is.
I am
because
certain.
His clock can't be tampered
But
with.
the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
Don't worry,
His
we're gonna
time
get
of
to
death
it.
from the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Haha, yes it is.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No, no, yes.
No,
Woo.
that's wrong.
I thought it was gonna miss for a second because more white noise showed up.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that
No.
human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a
Look at him
misunderstanding.
getting all flashing.
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time related contradiction. I should doubt the clock. It's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Yes. Oh, is it gonna be? Yes, logic dive. This one's really fun. Let's go. Jump. Okay, forward just a little bit. Oh god. Okay, we'll try that again. I am not looking forward to the next chapter's class trials if logic dive is going to be this hard. Okay. This one. Slow down. Speed up a little. We'll go this one because it's closer. Okay. Ready to jump. 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 Okay. Careful, careful, careful. Okay, slow down so I can read. What did Hachime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building. So we know exactly where the murder happened. And we don't know who the killer is yet. We'll figure that out. Here we go. Yep. Oh god. Yep. No, I missed! Oh, that's not fair. Okay. Go, 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 go. Get ready to jump. Yep. Oh, I don't like that one bit. Okay, slow down. Speed up. Got it. I don't like that one bit. Not at all. What clock was tampered with? The building clocks. Because there's no way Nekomaru's was tampered with. He even said so himself. Ah! 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 I missed. Okay, let's do this again. Jump. 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 Up, Philly! Okay. Jump. 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 Oh god. Whew. Yeah. Question 3. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses. They both did. Yes. Correctamundo.
It's all coming together.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
Poor Fuyuhiko.
So even
How is
if
he
you checked all
supposed
the
to know?
clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
Poor Fuyuhiko.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
Yeah, there's no other way for it to tell
This
time
is
except for the
truly
clocks.
fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
Well, we heard Nekomaru. We heard the big rumbling noise at 5:30, right? And if it was actually the alarm was set for 7:30. I think it's gonna be either Akane or Fuyuhiko's account because they both
If
said
the
that they
time in
saw
the-
him at certain times. Akane says she's heard the rumbling noise at 5:30, and Fuyuhiko says he saw Nekomaru around 5 o'clock. But I think it's off by
And we
2
can only
hours.
rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Yes, we know that.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Akane did.
I agree with that.
She said 5:30.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it.
Yeah, that one made
Obvious
a
we'd hear
noise.
the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound
You actually
everyone
called her
heard?
by her name.
I did not hear it at all.
Not often that Gundam calls people
You
by
probably
their
didn't
names.
hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference,
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
Sonia's a real sweetheart. But no, yeah, it must have been 2 hours.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
So that's what Monokuma
However,
meant by
for what
we
reason
miss.
did the killer alter our perception of
Tai Chi.
time?
the reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Right, because only Nekomaru would go to the Tai Chi.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right?
Yeah. Because only Nekomaru would know the right time, so only he would be the one going to Nekomaru Tai Chi at the real time of 7 o'clock, while we were all
From there,
thinking, oh, it's 5
the
o'clock.
killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Yeah, it's Monokuma Tai Chi.
I see.
It was message time.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
Yep.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building,
I mean, I don't know why
what would that do to us?
Nekomaru went to
We wouldn't be
Strawberry
able to
Tower.
attend on time.
I
but
guess
that wouldn't
the
affect
elevator.
Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
That's what he was doing.
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, He was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
Wow.
I see. Now that I think
You know,
about
he's lucky that
I realize what
Nekomaru
Monokuma
didn't
meant when
go
he said
and,
those
like-
words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Like, didn't Nekomaru see Hiko sitting in the lounge? And it's like, hey, why aren't you going over to Tai Chi? Yeah, he said we all did.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
A little extra sleeping.
Jeez, that's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Has it now?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
You mean how they were all in the
What the hell
lounge?
do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after
He's
that?
gonna bring up the alarm thing.
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
I guess it would make it
A
seem
little
like an
while
alibi.
after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Oh, they're talking about Nagito, right? Because the other three were in the lounge.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there.
But he said he didn't hear it.
It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
Interesting.
You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
Stop being silent. I know it's not
If you
you.
don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
Akane,
If I
chill.
may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Chill,
Not only
chill.
did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
Nah, it's the same with Sonya.
You're definitely fucking lying.
I don't think he is.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Is it because of the
To be
rooms they were
honest,
staying in?
it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Oh, even Chiaki didn't hear it. Wait, isn't that because they were in deluxe rooms? Which rooms did... Monokuma said that one of the rooms was, like, soundproof, right? So... I think he said the deluxe rooms. Yeah, the deluxe rooms were the best rooms because they were soundproof and had good, like, airflow or something. And, Chiaki and Sonya had a deluxe room. And then in Strawberry House, it was
I was in a pretty deep sleep.
Naito
So I
and...
thought that's why I couldn't
was it
hear
Nekomaru?
it. It wasn't that.
Nekomaru, the
I
other one
probably
who had
couldn't
it?
hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it.
Can't remember
What does
who
that
had
mean?
the other deluxe room in
You
the boys'
still
side.
don't know. Think about what
See.
the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common. And I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Trying to remember from way back when they were organizing the rooms. Let's see. It was Kazuichi and Fuyuhiko. Kazuichi heard the noise. I'm pretty sure he was in the bad room, like the lower room. And then Fuyuhiko had the other low room. Or was it Fuyuhiko at the other deluxe room? And Nekomaru. I can't remember who had the other deluxe room. I know Nagito did because he won it because of his good luck. They played rock paper scissors or something. Wait. Hang on. Wasn't Gundam the one with the deluxe room? Didn't Gundam have the other deluxe room? Because then Nekomaru had the standard middle room. And Fuyuhiko and Kazuichi had the bad rooms. No, it can't be. Not him. No. If Gundam had a deluxe room, how did he hear the noise? Oh, it's deluxe rooms plural. Plural. I thought it'd just be deluxe room.
I got it!
But how would Gundam hear it unless he wasn't in the room?
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right?
No.
If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Yeah, he said they're soundproof. Deluxe room is soundproof and... Yeah.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you
my God,
using
shut
your
up, now you
ultimate
turn.
reserve course student talent?
Is that the point?
Now then,
Gonna get
you
slapped.
guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
No.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
No.
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue.
How else
And a
would
decisive
Gundam have heard
factor
the
in
noise if he
identifying the
wasn't
killer.
in his room?
Decisive factor?
No, Gundam. It can't be him. No. 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 I love Gundam. He's awesome. No. No, not Gundam.
You're the only one!
No.
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
No.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
But he has a deluxe room.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, Gundam.
If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it.
No.
Why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the... Until the
No, I
moment
don't
that
wanna
alarm
see
started
it.
ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that
No,
long,
Gundam, it
the
can't
killer who
be.
had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
No, there has to be some reason. There's gotta be like,
Even
no,
though
it's actually this
Nekamaru's
person.
murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his
Oh.
chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
No,
Like putting
can't
Nekomaru
be.
in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do
sad.
that,
I don't
killer
want it
needed
to be
to be waiting for
Gundam. Why'd it
Nekomaru
have to
at
be
the tower.
Gundam? He's cool. I mean, I wouldn't want to be
which means
Fujihiko
when
either.
Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru,
And
the
Kazuichi
killer
is
was
kind of cool
already at
too.
the tower.
Why couldn't it be Nagito? Just because
And
he's important to the
once
game.
they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Gundam. Why would you do this?
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off.
Why did he set the alarm?
And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room. Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it
Good
gives
point.
the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Yeah, I know.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
Because they might have seen
If Gundam
him.
tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
No.
That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
No.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Oh, Sonia, you sweetheart. You really liked him. These two were having
Answer
such a
me
cute
this,
relationship.
Including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
is that your argument?
You
Point.
bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic.
Oh
The
no,
truth
he's stuttering
shall
and
now
sweating.
commence.
Gundam.
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm.
Oh,
That's
Gundam.
right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Oh,
Are you
Gundam.
saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
Oh, Gundam.
I see. You're still holding
I want to
out.
believe you so bad, Gundam.
Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime,
Don't you
this
start.
class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
You mean the opening act? People are
Hey,
dying.
What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
People
Perhaps
have
I
died.
should say it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring.
8 people
so
are dead,
stressful.
Nagito.
So painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
8 people are dead.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
Come on, Kuma's getting
Please hold
mad.
on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
Oh, Sonya really was. Sonya's like me, she doesn't want to
But he's
believe.
completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
You need to shut up.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption.
Oh,
In
Gundam.
fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Gundam, sweet, sweet
Since the
Gundam.
beginning?
Based on your assumption,
Let's see what he's got to
I
say.
hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct?
Yep.
Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
He's gonna say the
I see.
elevator's broken.
The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator.
You could have just used the secret passage to the octagon. Just like how Nagito wandered around.
Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
We pretty much already said that Nekomaru was not killed
And
on
what's
the Grape
wrong with
House
that?
side.
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
But he would, because he'd have the secret passage.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing.
Oh, Gundam.
Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
This makes me sad. It has been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
Ay,
That elevator was
Let's see.
the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Nagito's appearance isn't in my truth bullets.
Plus, the elevator was
What is it?
broken at Grape House.
Yeah.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Oh! I gotta
much longer
do the
do you
memory
plan to
thing.
lecture me?
Okay, okay.
Why don't we stop this already?
Nope, nope, I got it.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator, your assumption.
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
if
No,
the killer
no, I
cannot
got it.
return to
The
Strawberry
secret
House,
passage.
Since
not
I was at
package.
Strawberry House at that time,
Let's
there's
just get
no
this over
question
with,
that the
Gundam.
following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Got it.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me?
I must
Why
be
don't
careful
we stop this already?
so I don't actually shoot the bullet.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
No, 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 no.
As long
Goddamn
as
white
that elevator
noise.
was broken, your assumption.
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time,
You have to wait for a comment
there's no
statement.
question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
No.
As long as that
damn it
elevator was
again.
broken, your assumption...
Plus, the elevator broken at
I'm gonna
Green
get
But
it.
the killer cannot.
Since I was at there's no question that
It would have been different if they hadn't accomplished.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Yes. Secret
How much
passage.
longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Gundam.
That elevator was... the only means of travel between the...
Yes, I got him.
No, that's wrong! No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist!
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Yes, Mr. Oh So Mysterious Nagito over here.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't pretend
play
you
dumb.
don't know.
You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Unexplainably able to enter Grape House when you were supposed to be in Strawberry House. I wonder
There's
how
a
you
secret-
did it.
Isn't that...
Oh,
Jeez.
I accidentally skipped it.
Once again, I let the reserve course show up.
Oh, shut up. You're the one who said to be all
But
quiet.
you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yes, that secret hatch I saw.
After I opened the door and went down... Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Oh, Gundam!
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
You can't. It's
There's
right
no
there.
way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
What did you say? Don't make me angry! You wouldn't like me!
Oh, Gundam, please stop. I can't. What's it gonna be? I think it might be wire.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist,
What the?
you could travel through
How do I
multiple
reach someone they're all the way up there?
provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your
Oh,
decayed
come on.
illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
How am I supposed? It's in all the corners. If I press the right arrows, they should make it go.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist,
Up, no, corner,
you
up.
could travel
Hit
through
the upper
multiple
corner.
planes. Provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed
come on.
illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Oh my god. I have to be real careful. Real precise.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes.
Can I?
Provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion.
Come on. Almost good.
Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile
It's
deities?
so hard trying to be quick and hitting at the same time. I just have to recognize the pattern.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes. Provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed
Press the right
illusion.
button.
Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Ah.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes.
Oh, no. I didn't
Provided
mean
you
that.
use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Oh, come on. I can do this.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
If I got it. Oh, I'm not over enough.
Even if the turbid box
Up
doesn't
there.
exist,
Up.
you could travel
up
through
that way.
multiple planes.
Go, go,
Provided
go.
you use a
Come on.
spacious wormhole. However,
Getting
how
better at it.
frail I say!
Up,
Your
up.
decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Come on! I'm out of cuts. Come on. Ah, it's close.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could
There.
travel through multiple
There.
planes,
There.
provided
there.
you use a spacious
There.
wormhole.
There.
However, how frail I say!
Up.
Your
up.
decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Yes. 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 I won.
I already proved a secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the mail, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
What? Oh, he probably means try it. Okay.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon?
Yes, I do.
Don't bark, you cur!
Don't call me cur.
If you don't want to, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Okay, it's the only orange one. I just get so focused on trying to cut through it.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur!
Don't call me cur.
If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
Allow me to cut through those words!
Gundam, I don't want this.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon. And the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse.
Yeah, they
Where
all
did the
came
killer
from the
obtain them?
Octagon.
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Yep.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
Oh, Gundam.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Oh, Gundam.
Seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
Hey, what are you doing?
But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act.
So
So I'm going to end this right now.
Don't take away
Hey,
the closing
will you-
argument.
First of all, by
the best
messing
part
with
of
all
the
the
game.
clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that
Hey,
point.
I want my comic
Thanks
flashback.
to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be
pain.
the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Yeah.
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties, but even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded.
What's that supposed to mean?
They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
I guess.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Hey, don't interrupt her. Don't be so rude.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Oh. You hit a nerve.
Hold on! What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Oh no! Gundam, don't!
What's wrong with that?
No, you made him mad. You made him very...
Don't mess with me!
No, Gundam!
Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Oh, Gundam, sweet Gundam.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
Don't do that. Don't tease him. Why you have to be such a
You
jerk,
fools
Nagato?
do not understand! You don't understand at all!
Oh, Gundam. Please.
Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish
He's
just
not happy
yet.
with how Nagato phrased it. So maybe they did
Maybe
have
I'm
a
just a
fight.
human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet.
He's really mad. Maybe he did fight Nekomaru, and that's why he's so angry.
I cannot finish!
Maybe he doesn't like Nagato saying that Nekomaru didn't
What do you
fight.
intend to do?
Or maybe Gundam thinks that
It's
Nekomaru is
obvious.
calling him a coward.
I'm going to destroy your
Like,
illusory
oh, you didn't actually
assumptions.
fight him, so you
Are
did
you
a coward
saying
thing.
You still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
Yeah, if Akane can't do it,
It's
how's
even more
Gundam supposed to do it?
difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion.
Oh dear.
If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam.
Oh dear.
You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line.
At least
However,
Gundam can still
I
make
cannot say
compliments.
that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat.
Alright,
First,
tell me.
You must crush them with your own overwhelming power. You must provide a reason that will persuade that human.
Thank you for the tips.
You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
Oh, but I will. I hate to do it to you, Gundam, because I enjoy your company and I enjoy your humor. I enjoy everything about your character. But I have to do this. I don't want to, but I have to. Oh, I'm so bad at this.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
Go, 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 go.
Wither.
Hit, 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 hit.
Crushed
No,
as David
hit,
prophesized! I won't let you!
Wait, how do I...
For the Tanaka Empire!
I thought spacebar was gonna restock, but apparently it doesn't.
Crushed as David prophesized! Show me the cadaver!
Gundam.
I won't let you!
I don't want to do this to
For the
you.
Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Why?
Crushed as David prophesized! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
I feel like there's a
Do you really think I can get behind him
The
so
four
easily?
Dark Davers. Oh,
This
you
is
used
the
your
end.
hamsters. There they are. Little sweethearts.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Hey, call them the Dark Davers.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
He does have
Of
quite
course
the
it'd be
relationship
impossible
with
for a
them.
normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams.
They're
In
special.
fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Now that you mention it, after after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
Yeah, we saw that too. His hamsters are awesome.
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Didn't say his name like that. Okay.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are.
Hey, the hamsters are awesome.
I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did
No.
you say
Look
you
at poor
admit it?
Sonia.
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell.
Gundam.
Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance.
Gundam.
Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Okay, stuck one. Who set the lounge's clock? Not there. Who was in the lounge early in the morning? Fuyuhiko, because he couldn't sleep. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? That's not in this one. Uh-oh. Nekomaru's weaknesses, not in this stock. The wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet, not in that one. Too short. The button? Yeah, the button. What was the fake weapon? Not in there. Who got it at the lounge? Would be these three. Stuck two. Okay. Who's sitting on this? Assuming it's this one. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Not there. Nekomaru's weaknesses, not there. Nekomaru's feet. The doorknob came off? What was the fake weapon? The hammer. Why did Nekomaru throw? Okay, that's the doorknob. Stuck three. Who heard that rumbling noise? Okay, hamster and murder. Okay, I think here. Nope. Nekomaru's weakness, the good night button. Wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet was attached to the doorknob. The last stuck. Yep. I think that one goes with Hajime. Yeah, these are all filled up, so it's just Hajime. Because Hajime was the only other person that heard it. Look how
Here's everything
sickly
that
they
happened
look.
in this case.
Poor boys.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime.
I love this little style.
First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in straw. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House Lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there.
Oh, poor Nekomaru. I hope the hamsters don't get executed, because like, they technically press the button.
Back of Nekomaru's neck.
Can't kill the hamsters.
This forced him to enter sleep mode,
so creepy,
rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon.
Knowledge.
First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up.
Oh,
then they tied him up with a
Nekomaru.
metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
One and only Gundam. Oh, that's pretty cool.
That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Oh, Gundam. I like that pose.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it.
I just cannot believe
Oh, Sonia.
you killed Nekomaru?
Oh, no.
I cannot believe something like that!
She's breaking
You
apart.
don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka!
Oh.
My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
What? He bit his tongue? That was random.
It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results. You guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistake is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one you killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka!
Nice!
Yay, I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. Hold your horses. It's true the class trial's finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish it until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either. So do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. Would be just unnecessary for me to say something. Oh, Gundam.
Listen well!
Is what I would like to say, but for honest sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct?
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake.
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. Because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too, must be the will of
He was just trying to cling to
causality.
life. There were many ways he could have done so. But he fought you. However, he did not allow that. What do you mean, explain? Fine then. I shall reveal
Let's
it
make
all.
history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised a killing plan using that secret. By tampering with all the locks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. Should I say I expect as much from Nekomaru? He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. That situation, if we run to run away, it would have been easier to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Indeed, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try to kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by
I can
myself.
see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing. Unless Nekomaru told us.
Me?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
This scorching,
This looks really cool.
stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
Oh, Nekomaru.
That's a great line.
Everybody
And
is
what
going
is
to
your
kill
reason?
someone.
Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I
wanna
am
start.
the warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
I don't believe that.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru need die. Your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
That is...
Why? Why did you fight, hero and friends? Why couldn't you stop this? Even both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I had no intentions of forcing my values upon
Let
you.
me tell you
However,
this.
I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. He did it because we all gave up. Wait, are you telling us just wait until we starve to death? I'd have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean you'd rather die?
Fall, my tears.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. He has a point. However, nothing is born from resignation. That's simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life, that's an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog-eat-dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Animals don't really care. They don't have laws. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in
Listen
killing.
well.
That is what it means to live. You say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call
I
giving up
shall
on life
engulf
itself?
this world.
In a world would consider that, if a world will consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity. You. Are you saying all that just to justify what you did?
But
Sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right? Oh.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needs to die. That's why he challenged me to a battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all, that is the absolute
Fall,
truth.
my tears.
But even so, don't you think it's better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
What about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but... compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
After listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's because you unexpectedly made your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? Can't believe you would ask me such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
Just who do you think I am? I'm Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. You're not a monster, sweetheart. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice my sake
Fade like
of you
dust
fools.
in the wind.
Not in a billion, not in a million, not in a billion, not in a 10,000 billion years in the name of pandemonia. It is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay, got it! I've prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Wait, please wait. This is just too much. I beg of you. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia, I beg of you. Please, I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia, I'd act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not feel fit and noble such as yourself. Gundam,
It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However...
What is it, my 4 dark devas of destruction?
Oh, his hamsters are
Are
scared.
you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor.
No.
I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness.
Gundam.
That is why, until the very end. Pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
This is so sad. No, Gundam, he was one of my favorite characters. Oh god. Gundam Tanaka Stampede. Where did you get all those animals? Oh. Oh, he's gonna leave the hamsters safely away. He's gonna take care of them. Oh, be quick, Gundam. Make a magic circle. Be quick. It's amazing you can draw all that in the sand. Like, that's quite impressive. He's gonna take care of the hamsters now! What? I thought Gundam always said he'd return to hell. Why is he going up to heaven? Oh, Gundam. You sweet angel. Now he's a star. Oh, the hamsters are so sad. Gundam. No, no. Even after Gundam was gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it! I'm so ticked off I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spend so much time worrying about each other and thinks that things ended up like this. You're out full of blah, every last one of you. The biggest piece of blah is me.
The worst.
Yeah? Why am I so weak?
Oh,
It's such a downer, clearly. But still, we don't feel this way. We still gotta do our
you are
best.
right.
You are right. This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he'll be very cross with us. Oh, Sonia. She's crying. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will die in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey!
So, how long are you guys gonna stand around chatting? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over the Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual.
Wait!
Hold on! How much longer are you gonna keep doing this?
Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hold on a sec, that mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nakamaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. Oh. Seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our very best again.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it! With this, the class trials come to an end, and once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. Despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our very best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Talking about Nagito? There he is. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. I knew there was more in that file. Before everyone else, too. It's just too funny to me. No one could tell I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information. You stick. I guess they're too busy with other matters, or maybe they reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. I can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it cost me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this. What are you talking about?
Monokuma!
Alright, Monokuma has arrived. You have summoned me.
Now then.
Thanks for coming. Oh!
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary.
I see, so you can tell.
Oh, perhaps you found out who the traitor is.
You know me well.
Well,
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately, I haven't learned that yet.
I see. But even though you don't know, it looks like the final showdown is just gonna take a little while longer.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me anyway? Are you finally gonna confess your love?
hey,
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room.
Oh yeah? What about it?
There was information about 16 people in this file, but isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
you don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
This file contains documents that were created at Hope Speed Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right, I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making. You know, the one I killed.
If this file even contains a traitor, was that person a former student at Hope Peak Academy?
Who knows?
Ooh, I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be so? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from getting the traitor's identity by hiding this information?
What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
Well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is.
What's wrong with that?
You're getting all
Well,
riled
you're
up.
splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me.
Their existence mean nothing, huh?
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff.
That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Nagito, what are you talking about? Don't cooperate with
Hey.
Monokuma. Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep, yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too. Now you tell your
Right.
instinct. However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No, no, no.
Obviously, that's a big no. I
Unbelievable.
mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too.
Well, I knew you would say that.
Besides, I just won't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on.
Just as I thought, you saw right
You're
through
right.
me. No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepletters such as myself in despair exist.
You're right. You're a true believer of hope. I must say that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Remind you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone's worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
Oh, I accidentally put the order.
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Well,
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
you don't know?
When you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity, I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become the true hope. I'll become an existence that could be called the ultimate hope. Nagito, you can't be the ultimate hope because Makoto's the ultimate hope. And he's a lot better than you.
The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
No, because
Hey.
Makoto's not twisted. He doesn't see people's death as hope.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Oh, he's waiting for someone? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is that person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey,
Well, answer my question.
If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, that would be exciting.
What in the hell was that about? But yeah, there's no way Nagito could be the ultimate heart because Makoto is the ultimate heart. Because Makoto doesn't see people's death as a stepladder to hope. 5 days left, 11 hours, 13 minutes, and 27 seconds. Jesus. The ultimate robot's dream of clockwork. The end. Which means the end of this episode, since we're like over an hour and a half. It's like an hour and 40 minutes at this point. But then I do the editing and it'll be a little bit lower. So let's see. What did we get? I don't want to know. What's that horrible present? His Hellhound earring? No! I wish we could like put on like Hajime's sprites will now have the earring. Okay, saving and then goodbye for what else? No, we'll read that later.